youth ministry is never something that I was like, ooh, yay, youth ministry, even though I love kids and am always surrounded by them. And I think I just pictured youth ministry as like, no one's going to pay attention. It's going to be so hard to like have discussion with them. And that has not been the case at all. And it's just been fun, and I really like them.
Once a month, we get to minister to the 5th and 6th grade and be their group leaders and help guide them in discussion. And that's really grown my spirituality because I get to actually practice what I've learned and help them grow and me grow at the same time.
Well, right now, I'm serving with Absent and Larissa Joseph. We're teaching a Bible study. We're studying the book of James with 7th and 8th grade boys and girls. And I initially agreed to do this because my son Jude is in that class. And he kind of is nervous sometimes going into new situations. And I know his first year in JCB Body Shop, going from an elementary school classroom of 8 or 10, maybe 12 sometimes, to a couple hundred kids, that was, kind of scary for him. So I thought, well, I need to get involved.
So one thing that keeps me coming back every Sunday morning is Noah and Emily's sermon reviews that they have. They take Steve's jam-packed message and they look at this piece of scripture that he used, the historical context behind that, and then they give us a space where we can discuss openly about what this means and the deeper questions that come up after that.
I have said this, in a board meeting, I've said this to numerous people when I talk about this class. I've been so surprised, and I don't know why I'm surprised, but how encouraging these kids have been to me. I know that Elizabeth and the other leaders sometimes have them write cards to us, like at Christmas times and such, but there have been times even that kids have texted me or wrote me a note just of encouragement. And I think even as an adult, sometimes I leave conversations that were really impactful for me and I don't take the time to tell someone. And I've just been like inspired by these kids to like, hey, these kids stop and tell me things that encourage me, to keep going and trusting the Lord with this class, but also am encouraged by them every Sunday. So that's been the most impactful thing.
Well, the cool thing about living with one of the kids, I see Jude more looking forward to come and learn stuff. And I think it's also helped me see some gaps in, as priest of my home individually, to be able to say, well, we're really strong here, but boy, I need to work at this aspect. And the kids are so open at that age, and so they're willing to share. And when we do prayer time, that's one of my responsibilities. And the heart that they have for their families and for people that are hurting, maybe at their school, and they're willing to share that openly. And hey, I want you to pray for this person or that person, or this situation or that situation. It's meaningful for me that they're sensitive enough to that, but it's also such a wonderful forum for them to recognize that expressing someone else's need can help them express their own need when the time comes. So they're willing to. I love the fact that this particular group, at least, are very interactive. They're not shy about participating.